January. Let's talk about the IIP numbers in greater detail before we go any further. The trend on IIP has been very mixed. You saw negative numbers in November and in December, and the expectation is that you could see a positive number this time around, but it would be on account of the core sector, which actually picked up a little bit. Not to say that there's any discernible trend there. The trends remain fairly weak on the IIP numbers. Let me get to DK Joshi, Chief Economist at CRISIL. We spoke to him a little bit earlier with a sense of what those IIP numbers could look like. Start by asking him for his forecast.
Well, I think the IIP numbers will remain weak. We haven't made a formal forecast, but I would expect them to be below 1%.
All right, let's talk, sir, then about, slight broader trends that you're seeing on the IIP numbers, if not the actual outlook for this time's number. Are you starting to see some core sector strength? I mean, the numbers for January were strong, but I'm just wondering if it's a trend now.
Well, I think it could be temporary. I think what we have seen over the last couple of months is there are false signals from core sector. I think eventually they fade out. So I would not read it as a trend as of now. Though I think for the first time, I think we've seen exports started picking up. I mean, the momentum that started in January has further strengthened in the month of February. But I would still be very cautious to read it as a sign of sustainable recovery. What we do expect for next year is that there is going to be a bounce from the trough, but the bounce is going to be very weak. So very mild lift to industrial production as well as exports in the coming year.
Okay, the manufacturing side, sir, the PMI numbers have been indicating some sort of stabilization on the manufacturing side. Do you expect then that stability to turn into some amount of strength?
There are mixed signals, and I think overall it remains weak. I mean, if you look at the auto segment, I think they have it's doing extremely badly. I mean, the sales are at 12-year low. So I think there is still a lot of weakness in the manufacturing sector.
Okay, and broadly going into next year then, what are you projecting for industry as a whole?
Well, we are projecting an overall industrial GDP growth of close to 5%. I think that includes construction also. If you take construction out, I think the growth will be much weaker, I think around 4% for manufacturing. Which I think if you look at the trends in manufacturing, it has consistently underperformed for the last 3 years. I mean, and in general, what we have seen is manufacturing sector at least keeps pace with the overall economy. But I think this time around, I think it has completely fallen short of its potential, and the trend is much lower right now. So I think some bounce will be visible because as the global environment stabilizes a bit, but I think no very sharp increase in manufacturing is expected as yet.
How are you seeing the consumption curve as we get into the next fiscal? One could argue that the rates coming down would help consumption to an extent. Would that be the supportive factor on growth again?
Well, a little bit. I think consumption next year relies on two things. I mean, one is, of course, the interest rates, which will be mildly positive. Second is the monsoons. I mean, if you get good monsoons, I think that would augur well for rural consumption. And I think if you juxtapose what the budget announced, they had a fairly sharp increase in rural spending. So put these things together, I think we do see recovery in consumption. And what we believe is, in general, I think the consumer segment will see a faster recovery than in investments, because investment also depend on how quickly the impaired pipeline gets repaired. And I think so it will take some time before the investments revive, but the consumption will be the first one to pick up.
Speaking of inflation, just want to get a sense of what you're expecting from CPI, even if you don't have an exact number projection. Just want to get a sense of how you think consumer inflation will play out from here.
Yeah, I think I would expect them to consumer inflation to remain in double digits, because there is no sign of food price inflation easing, and I think food price inflation is what is keeping consumer prices high, and on top of that we also have utility price revisions, etc. So I think that is also getting reflected in consumer prices. So a pretty uncomfortable scenario as far as the consumer inflation is concerned.
All right, just a last word then on interest rates. Are we expecting a cut on the 19th of March at the mid-quarter policy, sir?
Yeah, we do expect a rate cut, 25 basis point. I think that is premised on the following. One, the central government has given strong signals of fiscal consolidation, and we've seen the fiscal deficit for last year being contained at 5.2%, and for the next year it's budgeted at 4.8%. So I think high fiscal deficits were one of the reasons for keeping the inflation persistent, and I think that part is easing, and I think RBI could take it as a signal that inflation will ease going ahead. And the second factor is that very, very weak growth is keep the pressure on keep downward pressure on core inflation. So I think because of these two things, we do expect central bank to pick up these signals and cut rates a bit, but one should not expect very deep rate cuts from them. I mean, at most I think we expect 50 to 75 basis point rate cut in 2013, and I think one should also remember that despite the fact that the growth is close to 5% today, the repo rate is still about 200 basis point higher than what it was during the Lehman crisis period. So I think interest rates have come off a bit, are likely to come off a bit, but I think they'll still remain high because of inflation.
All right, DK Joshi of CRISIL giving us a sense of the industrial output trends and also the inflation trends. Let me go back to the currency and talk about how the macros will be read by the currency market. Most